Well, hello, once again. This is me, Leonard Wells, with the 6th episode of my vlog on Sunday the 13th of December 2009. And once again, I'm talking about world affairs, in particular, undemocratic Britain. In my last vlog a few days ago, I referred to the UK as being an undemocratic country because of its totally unrepresentative voting system. You may recall that the UK uses what is called the first past the post system. This means that the winner takes all. If there are two candidates and one gets 50 votes and one gets 51 votes, the one with the 51 votes wins. Now that system is fine if there are only two candidates in each constituency, if there are only two political parties. But when there are more than two, the results are appalling, especially when you take into account the fact that a great many of eligible voters in the UK won't even bother turning out to vote. The kinds of results this gives can be seen in the present government. We have a Labour government elected by only 33% of the votes, and yet they got a 66-seat majority. Now, how could they possibly reflect the wishes of the British people? This explains why the kinds of legislation it has enacted or attempted to enact has been so gut-wrenchingly unacceptable to the majority of UK citizens. This is a basically Christian country, whether they like it or not. But what the latest government has been doing gives me the feeling that they have read all the good books and then decided to do exactly the opposite. I'm referring to 24-hour opening times for pubs and clubs, where the poison of alcohol, and it is a poison, rots the livers and characters of our young people. On another occasion, they were thinking of super casinos, so that Blackpool, or some such city, might resemble Las Vegas, or almost any city in Australia where gamblers can be seen in tears outside the many casinos, having lost all their money to the gambling industry. Then there were radical changes to adoption laws and attempts to do away with trial by jury. They are even considering legislation which prevents a man from expressing his opinion on certain subjects. You can no longer go to work wearing a crucifix. It won't be long before even going to church will be brought into question. Is this really the country which fought Hitler so that all men might be free? Incidentally, I don't know if you've heard, but in Nazi Germany, everybody went to the dentist on a regular basis because it was the only place you could open your mouth. You get my point. The Archbishop of Canterbury was right when he said the government considers anyone holding Christian views as odd or eccentric. It seems they're all materialistic humanists who believe the world was created by a god called accident. Well, if they really believe that hogwash, they can join the greedy bankers fleeing to Zurich to escape punitive tax, where they can fleece society by gambling with our money and stash their ill-gotten gains in a Swiss numbered account. So my advice at the soon-to-be-announced election, perhaps it will be as early as March, is to vote for any party offering to give this country a democratic system of voting, or who knows where we will end up next. Don't forget Hitler was voted in too, you know. Thank you and God bless you. I repeat, God bless before they make saying that illegal too. Cheerio.